Yo, y'all already know who it is, man. Do I even gotta say it? I'm gonna say it anyway. BBC and Trey in the building, man. Y'all already know. Yes, sir. I'm from the. But hey, 6 signs you're burnt out, not lazy. Cause a lot of people they be telling me, "Oh, I'm just so burnt out." Blah blah blah. I'm this. I'm that. I'm that. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Or parents. Oh my god, quick to say somebody lazy. Quick to say somebody lazy. I swear, bro, that was the one of the main things that I always heard in the house. Oh, they're lazy. You lazy. You just don't want to go clean up. You're lazy, 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 lazy. Even though in black homes, the kids always do majority of the cleaning. Why am I saying all of the cleaning? Besides their parents' room, that's the only thing they don't clean. Even though our parents cook and they also take stuff out that's in the kitchen. They use other bathrooms other than their own when their significant other is using that bathroom. They use another bathroom. Like let's just say you got three bathroom house, 4 bedrooms. You got one upstairs, two downstairs. Meaning you got the master bathroom, the downstairs bathroom, the upstairs bathroom. If somebody in the downstairs bathroom, significant other, the other person goes in the downstairs bathroom. Yeah, so oh, you guys get to clean up everything. We pay all the bills. Well, that's kind of what you have to do in order to keep a house. But it is what it is. But 6 signs you're burnt out, not lazy. Um, let's go ahead and watch it.
Hey Psych2Goers, welcome back to another brand new video. Why does it seem like you spend most of your time in bed, lying down and not doing much lately? Are you someone who easily
That's how I've
gets
been
tired and
feeling
doesn't
like
feel like
last
doing
week though,
anything?
type shit.
Do you label this kind of behavior as mere laziness and nothing more? There's actually a lot of overlap between laziness and burnout that can make it difficult to differentiate between the two. Burnout is a negative state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive stress and inability to cope with it. And as of 2010, a survey reported that approximately 75% of adults in the United States alone have experienced symptoms of burnout, with over 40% of cases being more severe. Now, more than ever, it's become imperative to educate and better understand the
Wait,
nature
70
of
and
burnout.
40?
So with that said, here are 6
That's
telltale signs that what you're
110.
experiencing right now isn't actually laziness, but burnout.
This video is for educational purposes and based on personal opinions. This video is not to substitute for professional advice, but for general guidance.
Number 1. You feel disconnected from everything. Are you going through the motions of every day as if on autopilot? Is
No.
there a persistent feeling of being detached from your own self?
No.
If you're suffering from burnout, one of the things you might be experiencing but don't quite realize or understand is depersonalization. People experiencing depersonalization, most commonly those struggling with trauma, report feeling a strange sort of emotional numbness or emptiness, as if they were watching life from outside of themselves. They don't feel like themselves anymore. They don't feel engaged by anything, and they constantly struggle with the overwhelming sense of helplessness and inability to take back control of their lives. Number 2, you used to be motivated. Laziness is a character trait, and character traits tend to remain stable over time. A lazy person doesn't ever feel like exerting effort or applying themselves to things. But if you used to be self-motivated and high-achieving, often excelling in certain areas, and have only recently become exhausted, apathetic, and unmotivated, then it's more likely that you're suffering from burnout and not laziness like most people would think. Number 3, you used to be passionate. A clear difference between someone who's burnt out and someone who's lazy is that the former used to have things they were passionate about, but may now be struggling to find interest or enjoyment in anymore. Whether it's a talent, a sport, or just your academic or professional performance in general.
No cap. I think that's the reason why I haven't been, having the energy to do this, because it's like for a while now I've been craving, and I've been having this need to play football, bro. Like that football is my hello. Shit. Bless me, thank you. But football is my number one all-time favorite sport. Like, if you give me a football If you give me a group of people, we gonna sit out there and we're gonna play for fucking hours. Like, it got to the point when I was in Texas with my cousin in Plano. You know, I had bought some new cleats. You know, the inside of the cleats was rubbing up against the back of my heel and it like chafed it and ripped my heel open and shit. I played through that shit just because that shit was fucking so fucking painful. I do not recommend. 0 out of 10. But yeah, I continued to play because it's like I love playing football, bro. I even told a couple of my homies in the BBC and group chat. I'm like, bro, y'all still in high school? Hit up the coaches, be like, hey, I got somebody that's trying to play. Their team is ass. I'm talking about 0-6, 0-9 type records type shit, like back-to-back consecutive years. I'm like, hit up the coach and let them know I could take somebody's spot. Give y'all a chance to hit the playoffs or some shit. And what they don't know won't hurt them type shit. Like, we could be in that bitch just chilling. I could use somebody's name, jersey number, all that. Get them some offers, get them that chance to go play college ball. Then they actually get there and it's just like, bro, what the fuck happened? Where the fuck is all your skill? But yeah, I mean, you still get the opportunity. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if it do, I'm lit. But yeah, I need to play football, bro. I need to
Burnout
find
can
a
make it
team
hard for you
ASAP.
to do the things you once loved or felt passionate about. You might even come to hate or resent it because of how much you overworked
I still love my
yourself
dad,
and
but I
pushed
blame
yourself
him
to
for this,
think
bro, because he
of
took me off the team
it. Number 4,
in
you
high
become
school.
moody and irritable. You
That
suddenly find yourself
completely
snappy and
destroyed me,
easily
bro.
irritated. You often feel emotionally out of control nowadays and don't know why. Moodiness and irritability are common but
I
often
still love
overlooked
him.
signs
He tried to
of
do
burnout.
it to teach me a
So
lesson,
if you start to
but
have trouble controlling your emotions, especially when it never
that just
used to
hurt
be a
me.
problem for you, this might be the reason why. Lazy people, on the other hand, are a stark contrast to this, because they're often very relaxed, laid back, placid, and unaffected by things. Number 5, you've neglected your self-care. One of the most distressing warning signs that someone may be emotionally and physically burnt out is if you start neglecting your self-care
Yeah,
and
he's
socially
single
withdraw
now.
from others.
You let
There
the
are
phone ring
concerning
when your
changes
girl
in your
calling you.
eating and or sleeping
Gotta be
patterns.
single.
You stop making an effort to groom yourself or look good, and you tend to spend most of your time by yourself doing nothing, because you're so easily exhausted by even the simplest of tasks. The difference between being burnt out and laziness are starkly in the fact that you weren't always this way. And number 6, these changes happened gradually. Finally, but perhaps most importantly, something you should know about burnout is that it develops in stages. So all the points mentioned before, losing interest and motivation, especially in things we used to love, feeling detached from yourself and disconnected from everything around you,
Shit.
socially withdrawing and neglecting your self-care, won't just happen overnight. Studies show that there are actually 5 major stages of burnout, each with increasing degrees of severity. The honeymoon phase, the onset of stress, chronic stress, burnout, and habitual burnout.
Habitual
Many people
burnout.
begin to experience symptoms as early as the second phase, when there is still a moderate amount of stress, but optimism, interest, motivation, and performance may already start declining. And by the time you reach the 5th and final stage, burnout has already become so embedded in your life that the persistent mental and physical fatigue become more intense and harder to treat, making you more vulnerable to developing depression and anxiety. Spotting the signs of burnout early makes it all the more easier for you to get help and recover from it. That's why it's so important to raise awareness about burnout, instead of simply dismissing it as laziness, like most people tend to do. So if you or anyone you know may be suffering from mental or emotional burnout, please don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health care professional today.
Well, I hope this video helps somebody. If you are or you feel like you or somebody is going through this burnout stage, or any type of depression or anything like that, don't be afraid to talk to somebody, get some help. Because nobody likes to go through stuff alone, unless you are one of those people where you handle stuff better alone. Then by all means, do what you do. I would wish you the best. But if you are one of those people who struggles to do stuff alone and you actually would like the help of somebody else, but you are one of those people who are introverted and you don't really like to talk to people, yeah, seek help, man. Just get you some help. Ain't gonna hurt. Be like, hey man, I'm going through this, I need your help. Yeah, you do this, blah blah blah. No, the worst answer you can get is nah man, I'm sorry to hear that, but I can't. Fuck, I don't know why my allergies acting up like this. I've been sneezing all day. But yeah, man. On the flip side, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. BBC and Trade Boy. We are signing out right now.